Welcome to a noble society of young urban entrepreneurs sharing knowledge and building wealth. Welcome to the League of Hustlers.
The hustle is in your bones. It runs through your veins. It's that ambition to do more, become more. You can feel it. You know you have what it takes. You know you can build a life you've been dreaming of. It's time you live up to your potential. Welcome to the League of Hustlers. Welcome back, everybody. This is the League of Hustlers. I'm your co-host, CD Barnes.
And I'm HT.
And you already know, this is the League of Hustlers podcast.
For sure.
A show for the goal getters. All right, we got a special show for you today. We're going to go over SMART goals, okay? All right, you got your goals, we know that. But today we're going to discuss and break down really how to accomplish those goals in a real quick, easy, step-by-step process that you can reuse over and over again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's SMART goals.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, though, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this, make sure you rate it, make sure you like it, right? A rising tide raises all ships. We can do this together. Share knowledge, build wealth, right? League of Hustlers, you know how we do. So if you know about SMART goals, leave a comment below and just let us know your thoughts on SMART goals. So in this video, we're gonna go over what the SMART part means. Okay, so the S stands for specific, the M stands for measurable, the A stands for attainable, right? The R stands for relevant, and the T stands for timely or time-based. Okay, so let's jump right into it. CD, what you got for them?
All right, specific. Make sure your goal is specific. After you identify what that goal is, whatever it is, you need to be very detailed about it, okay? This is going to help you kind of tune in to what it is you really want. It's not good enough to just say, I want to lose weight, okay? You need to say, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to lose 15 pounds. It's not good enough to say, I want to get a new car. You go show up at the car lot and say, I want a new car. You'll walk away with something you don't want. You got to go there with the intent of something specific that you want. All right. So make sure you get your goal and lay it out. Be specific, be detail oriented with it. Have fun with it too, man. It's your goal. Make sure you get what you want.
Right. And next up, we have measurable. Okay. So how much? How often? Right? At what frequency? Okay. So how are you going to measure this goal? How are you going to measure the attainment of this goal? All right. What's next?
All right. After that is attainable. Your goal needs to be something that's attainable. Make sure that it's something that is within reach. All right. Now, not to say that you can't do anything you want. We all know you could do the impossible if you put your mind to it. But you want to make sure this goal is realistic, something that you can achieve confidently with the resources that you have or with resources that are within reach. All right.
Next up is relevant. Okay, now let me loosen my top button on this one now. When you're thinking about relevancy, right? And this is something that I have to deal with a lot, right? You want to make sure that your goal is relevant to your overall purpose. Okay, there's going to be so many shiny objects that pop up. There are going to be so many things that come about that are, attractive and it may seem like an easy layup or a quick win. But we want to make sure that our goals are relevant to our overall purpose or our bigger objectives. Okay, and what we don't want to do is get sidetracked with, some one-off goal that's going to take time away from our bigger goals.
Right.
All right.
Absolutely, man. And I want to back up real quick and go back to that, the attainable part. All right. A good way to do that is to look at someone else that has maybe accomplished what you're trying to get to already. All right. That's a good way. It gives you that proof. All right. But moving on, after relevant, that T is going to be trackable or something that you can add time to.
Right.
All right. Put a time on this thing. All right. If you're looking at losing weight, don't just say, I want to lose 10 pounds. And then it takes you 10 years to lose the 10 pounds. Put some time on this thing. I want to lose 10 pounds within the next month, within the next 2 months. I want to start my business within the next month, within the next 2 months, like that. All right. So put some time on this thing and make sure it's something that you can actively work towards. You don't want to find yourself being, procrastinating on it. All right. Put a date on this thing and move towards it.
Right. And that pretty much sums it up, right? That's your SMART goal. That's a SMART goal, right? That's how you approach a goal in a smart way. So what I want to do now is just go through some examples, right? To kind of put your mind, get your wheels turning and put your mind in that mind frame of like what it looks like when you're actually applying it to a goal. Okay. Right. So first up, we're going to look at losing weight. CD, what do you think about losing weight? How do we set a smart losing weight goal?
Losing weight, man, is like the perfect example. Okay. Number one, we already discussed, you need to be specific. I want to lose X amount of pounds. I want to lose 10 pounds. Make sure it's something measurable, okay? So you're going to something you can track basically over time so you can tell whether you're making progress or not. So you're going to say, okay, this, you get you a scale. You can measure your weight. You get a scale, all right? This week, I lost half a pound. I lost 1 pound. The next week, I lost 2. Or I gained 1. I went backwards. I need to do things differently. The whole point of it being measurable is so you can track your progress, all right? And then it needs to be attainable. You don't want to go out and say, listen, I'm going to lose 700 pounds, this month.
Right.
That's not really attainable,
Not realistic.
And something that's relevant. If your overall goal is to be more healthy, live a healthy lifestyle, all right, then this losing weight fits within that, okay? And then the last thing, of course, is that putting that date on it, put a time stamp on it. I'm going to lose this weight by the end of the month. I'm going to lose this weight in 4 weeks or by this date, all right? That's it, man. That's it for that.
Right, so here's another example, saving money, right? Yeah. So say you need to save for college, or you need to save for launching a new business, or saving for just retirement or something like that, right? So how will we approach it? Okay. So number one, or the first letter, S, specific. Have a specific amount that you're shooting for. Okay. So specifically, how much? Okay. Is it measurable? With this one, in terms of the M and the measurable, it kind of goes hand in hand, right? So we're saying a specific amount of money, right? And then we're going to say what that specific amount of money is for, right? And then for measurable, we're going to say, okay, we want to be able to have this specific amount by this specific time. Okay. And with money, it kind of runs into the T as well. All right. And then for A, attainable. Is it attainable? Okay. Can you do it? All right. Make sure that you're not saying that, hey, I want $1 billion. It's attainable. Don't get me wrong. You can do it, but do you truly believe it? Right. With attainable, you want to make sure that it's something that you're ready for. Okay. Mm-hmm. If it would be different if Elon Musk said, okay, next month I want to make, $100 million. Then it's like, okay, right. It's attainable for someone like him. Okay. In his mind, bam, he probably sees a quick way to do it. And maybe not even quick, but he sees a way to do it. Right. But for us and people who aren't at the $1 billion level, right, we want to set goals that are more mentally attainable for us. Right. Then is it relevant? Okay. Are you just saying that you want a bunch of money for the sake of having money? Right. That's not a good way to approach it. Put a purpose behind it. And then it makes it all the more worthwhile. Let's say you have a kid on the way, right? Now you have a very worthwhile goal that's going to make you focus in on attaining that amount that you set, to achieve. Okay. And then T, right? And like I said, with time, is it timeable? right? So you're going to be wanting to track yourself and set milestones to say, okay, at month 1, I've saved up this much. At month 2, we've saved up this much. Month 3, this much. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay. So that's it for like saving money. These are just examples. Of course, you're going to have your own, goals that you're going to set in your head. All right.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. And with that, I think, that's pretty much, this is all self-explanatory. So I think with that, man, it's just like the perfect time to get into the challenge. You already know, League of Hustlers, man, we give you an actionable item, something that you can take away from this podcast. After you're done listening, you can leave from here and actually do something. Take action. All right. So the challenge for this episode is to find the link, all right, included with this episode. We already have a template made out for you. The League Hustlers SMART Goals template. Right. It has all of the stuff included in it. All right. Your challenge is to get the template and then just use it. Okay. Get your goals and then just walk through each phase of this here. The S, the M, the A, the R, the T, and then get to it. Use the sheet and start actually working towards accomplishing this goal. You're going to develop SMART goals, and this is something that you can use over and over again. And there you go. That's your challenge for this episode. All right.
Yeah, man. Definitely make sure that you subscribe, because we're going to send the link out to this template to the email list. So go to leagueofhustlers.com and sign up for the email list. Okay. When you sign up for the email list, we usually send an email out weekly to let everyone know that, hey, it's a new episode. Then we throw some other deals in there. We throw some other information in there. We're all about sharing knowledge and building wealth. But for this week, we're going to put in a link in that email, we're going to put in a link to this downloadable, usable, it's like a Google slide that you can go in and type on. So make sure that you go to leagueofhustlers.com, get on the email list. Okay. Make sure you subscribe to the episodes, because we're going to be dropping all kind of, things like this. All right. To provide value to who? To you, to the League of Hustlers. All right. Sharing knowledge and we're building wealth. You know how we do. If you have any questions, hit us up at questions@leagueofhustlers.com. And we're here for you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this episode. Make sure you like it. All right. Got anything else, CD?
That's it, man. LeagueofHustlers.com. Make sure you subscribe and get this the template for the SMART goals. All right.
It's easy. Easy.
We out.